Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and many thanks once again to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for giving me the opportunity to do this test drive of this week's mobile suit, the RF Gelgoog. I believe, from what I saw, I thought it just stood for refined, but it seems to stand for refined formula, which this one definitely a lot more different, I feel like, from the existing versions of the suit than some of the other RF types. But regardless, it is a 650 support, usable in ground and space, has melee priority 2, relatively unusual for supports. Space compatibility, meaning, of course, it has slightly better speed and boost efficiency and all those things in space. That's the wrong button. There's the right button. Oh, yeah. Had a minor computer problem last night and just kind of spent the whole night getting it hammered out with my brother. So, yeah, brain dead as usual, but just there's kind of sort of a reason this time. It comes and goes. Let's see. Either way, 25,000 hit points, 22 ballistic resistance, 30 beam resistance, 20 melee resistance. Range strength of 35, melee strength of 30, movement speed 130, boost speed 210, thruster gauge 70, turning speed 72. At 740 hanger point, it gets an extra point of beam defense. 1480 gives it 1 extra range strength. 1980 gives it 1 point of thrusters. Gets its extra expansion slots, 1 in each location, at 2480, so it goes from 13 close, medium 18, long range 17 to 14, 19, 18. If you pay DP and modification kits to break the first limit and get 4,960 points, you get plus 5 to thrusters. If you do it again for the second limit, you get an X and get 7440, you get plus 5 range strength. Okay, so for its main weapon, it has a beam rifle with power 2200, 7 ammo, range 400 meters, cooldown time between shots 4 seconds, reload time 10 seconds, 1.5 seconds to charge. From the sound of things, it stuns on 1 shot and does burst fire on when charged. Its main melee weapon is a single blade beam saber, 2500 power, cooldown 2 seconds. Yep, just standard beam saber, no special qualities. Has arm-mounted missile launchers, 2 ammo, power of 1100, range 300 meters. Cooldown time between shots 0, so fire fairly fast. Reload time 8 seconds. Let's see. It also has a beam launcher as a backup weapon. 3,200 power. Heat rate 95%. Range 400 meters. Cooldown time 3 seconds. Overheat 20 seconds. 4 seconds to charge, and charge is required. Let's see. Lastly, it also has the Beam Naginata as its sub-weapon. 2,900 power. Cooldown time between swings 2.5 seconds. And, yeah, that's about it. Everything is already where it needs to be, except for the Naginata, which I'll put over here. And skills. High performance radar level 2, so it has a 400 meter radar range. Anti-stealth level 1, so, yeah, basically every level of anti-stealth stealth is equivalent to knocking the level of stealth on an enemy mobile suit down by 1. So stealth level 1 just does not exist to this Gelgoog. And stealth level 2 behaves like level 1, and so on. Observational data link level 1, as long as you're on the field, allies can see the life bars of the enemy team. Very useful for blind shooting. High performance aerospace gimbal level 2, which gives you longer vertical range in space. Resist move level 2, so a pseudo dodge roll that gives you 50% damage reduction. Flight Control Program level 3. So you can jump or boost in midair, and it takes half as much thruster as it otherwise would. Anti-blast stabilizer, so if something explodes next to you, you won't be heavy staggered. Melee composite system, which combines balancer and melee combo controller level 1. So it has a 2-hit melee with I assume both its weapons, and can use that or a tackle just after boosting. High spec AMBAC level 2, standard space compatible suits, which lets you just go directly into standard movement after boosting if you're just boosting in a straight line, and gives you a little bit of extra turn speed. Forced injector level 2, so you can change directions while you're boosting relatively cost efficiently. Instant thruster precision system, which is basically double tackle. Between 2 melee weapons, resist move, and double tackle, this is going to be a relatively good support for for fighting up close if it has to. Pursuit ranged auxiliary program, so you get an extra 15% ranged damage against downed enemies. It also has Pursuit melee auxiliary program, so your melee weapons also do extra damage to downed enemies. And then anti-air ranged auxiliary program, which gives you 50% additional damage to airborne enemies. So that kind of just strikes me as it says enemies that are airborne due to a skill effect are also targeted. Yeah, so basically that means that if this ever goes up to 750, going to be very effective against F91s. So hopefully we'll get a level 3 of that eventually. As it is, eventually there are other things that can fly at or can use flap booster at 650 certainly, so definitely be handy for that. The heavy gun, for one, I believe, is going to be vulnerable to that. Special leg buffer level 3. So yeah, extra leg defense, less stress and less damage done to the legs by 25%. And counter boost. If you counter something, you get a temporary stat boost. Okay, also, your weapons charge faster when counter boost is active. That is interesting. So yeah, that is going to be, this thing seems to be, a medium to long range support that is also just designed to be able to take care of itself when things are up on it. So we will test out that assumption as we go. And let's see. We're going to jump into the normal training grounds at a cost of 650 and see what we can learn. All right, so start with the rifle. Cubile is a general. 2470 to a general of equal level. Charged about 1200 a shot for 3 shots, and it seems like they all stun, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at that again. Yep, all instant stun. That's interesting. Grenades, they do build stun. They don't do enough on their own to stop something, so if you are fighting something that has decent instant stun protection, you might be able to follow the burst fire with the grenades to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Okay, heavy stagger from the beam launcher. Very useful. Yeah, so this thing has a really good tool set for protecting itself at close range here. Let's see, left and right are left and right. It does have balancers. Okay, it has a stab and a 2-hit melee. Naginata, left, right, pretty standard Gelgoog moves. Neutral. Okay, yeah, that is pretty much the standard Gelgoog Beam Naginata moveset. So I can definitely make use of that. Yeah, 3,700 to the Cubile. Cubile does have decent range defense, so I'm not surprised by that. But let's look at a few of the other abilities here. Forced Injector, as usual. When that cools down, we'll do the resist move, we'll do some of the air moves, and then we will Resist move. Okay, yeah. Resist move, of course, even level 2 does not give you, the equivalent double dodge roll. I don't believe there's a level of resist move at the moment that gives you, that leaves you with boost capacity after you dodge. Yeah, so relatively good, cost-efficient words. I've run out of them. They weren't that cost-efficient. Pretty cost-efficient aerial boosting. And also, yeah, it has the double tackle skill, so... Yep. Double tackle just like that. Okay, so... I want to see the beam launcher. I'm going to launch a tackle here so we can see the animation, and that will also activate that counter boost skill so we can see how long the charge takes with that active. Okay, pretty good counter. And 1, 2... Okay. I want to say that is about a 50% charge speed boost. So, yeah, it's still not fast enough that you can catch things with the heavy stagger launcher after a counter, but I'm betting you'll be able to hit things with this burst fire plenty easily. Yep. Yeah, so after someone tries to move in on you for melee, if you counter them, you can put them on the ground, use your charge attack, get all 3 shots into them, add, of course, an attack bonus. So, yeah, that is pretty much the range of its skills. And I think I'm going to finish this off so we get one that respawns with, full health, refill my everything. And yeah, I'm pretty certain none of these weapons are going to work while boosting. There's no real reason they should. Arm-mounted weapons usually don't. Yeah, the heavy stagger gun definitely not going to. But we are going to turn off guaranteed tackle and put the enemies alive and see if I can do anything useful with this. But I really like this, and yeah, I want to get it for myself. I mean, not just because it's a Gelgoog. This is a really good, medium-high cost support. So, want it a lot. 2. Fumbling with controls, but 5,000 on a downswing. So yeah, this is pretty much the the legendary support that runs like a general. Psychic tackling still a thing in training mode, of course. But yeah, this is a support that runs like a general. You can do, you have almost all the advantages a general does, except the iframes during your dodge roll. It can do terrible, terrible things to generals that challenge it. I am liking this so far. Let's see what happens. Well, what happens is, one thing it doesn't have, of course, is maneuver armor, but yeah, right now, just want to keep cover until I can heavy stagger this. It's heavy staggered. And yeah, it can do, 3-part melee combo right there, and to be honest, that was not really difficult at all. So yeah, if you're good with your quick swaps. Okay, and there's the airborne damage bonus, which was about 908 a shot. I want to say... Okay, I hit the shield. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get the kill when I hit it again. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the 908 was because I hit the shield, which, that has a lot of beam reduction. So... And here's another Hama Hama. Let's see if I can hit the shield while it's on the ground. Put up your shield, please. Okay, 1537. I thought it was supposed to do extra damage to flying things, but I'm just going to assume I had... there we go. Still 1537. Maybe I hit the arm below the shield? Put your shield up again. Ow. Come on. Let's test this. Ow. I want to see. I think the shield is up and I can't tell. Nope. Ow. Okay, it was... Yeah, there we go. Nope. Put it down. And I got a good... useful... Oh, yeah, and also it does less... The charged shots do less damage. If you land all 3 of them, they technically do more. But they do less on... they each do less individually. So hitting the shield for 1,500 with a single shot doesn't really prove anything conclusively. Brain. Ow. Okay, a little bit less ow, a little bit more explode, please. Don't mean me. There we go. Alright, so yeah, this has... this is great. I like this. I want it. It's a neat design. There is also a commander type of this that showed up in the Gundam F91 Super Famicom game. So we may get a general or a raid version of this eventually. I'm fine with that if that's the case. No, you don't. But yeah, it's not, you know, it's a you know, computer pilot, but I am heavily damaging and more or less, you know, outfighting a Humberbee at close range. It is not using its wire, which is a big part of how, you know, real Humberbees fight, but still, just the fact that, yeah, the fact that the thing did not, you know, detonate me, good sign to start with. Because, yeah, Humberbees are, of course, nasty at close range. And, yeah, that 55-67, and, yeah, you can just pile on a couple of downswings. Out. And what is that behind me? It's another Q-Blade. Okay, well, put grenades on the first one. Q-Blade, of course, has a resonance skill that makes it stronger to ranged damage when it is near death. So, not strong enough, but, you know, pretty good. I'm just going to pull back. I see that Humberbee. I am going to get up here and just see if I can heavy stagger one or more of them. Come on, you can do it. Boom. 2384, that's pretty good. Not bad. Grenades. Yeah, so as you can see, this is just very, very capable at you know, short or medium range. This thing is pretty great. I like it. Okay, don't do that again. You did that again. Rude. Interrupted my grenades, too. Man, just some people. Or, you know, computers. Either one. Okay, apparently I'm far enough away that it just did not want to engage me for a minute there. That's fine. Okay, grenades came back fairly quickly. And that's something worth checking. The rifle, I'm sure, can be fired while you're boosting. Oops, that was not a good test because, you know. Yes, it can. 1699. I wonder... Okay, I wonder how... Ow. Okay, well, patient Humberbee. I'm going to turn AI back off and check something. I'm wondering if I read the skill wrong and if it gives a bonus when I'm airborne, not when the enemy is. We're going to try... So we're going to try that. That should be a relatively easy test. But we're going to turn AI off for it so it stays an easy test. Yeah, this looks good. I like it. I want one. I'm down with this thing. I like it. I mean, it's a Gelgoog, so, you know, kind of had a good chance of being something I'd want anyway. But yeah, this is just really, really nice. All right, so we are going to go over here, and we are going to go for. We are going to aim for the pink V on the Q-Blade's chest. On the ground, 2470. In the air, 2470. Okay, yeah, so it is when the enemy is airborne that it does more. All right, just good to know. You know, that's hard to test just because it is hard to get the AI to do exactly what you want exactly when you want it. But yeah, so should be 50% extra damage against an airborne enemy. Looks like it's about to jump. We'll be able to test that. No, we won't because of Hama Hama. Okay, yeah. 3148. That works. Ah, yeah, right. It's the default Gelgoog downswing, so it goes towards your left foot, not... Or towards your right foot, rather, not the left. Yeah, some of the later things like the DJ and a couple others have a modified version of that downswing that goes in the other direction. But this one does not. Ow. And psychic tackling. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of not surprised I'm having trouble with two things at once. But that said, I can still take this cube blade out very easily. There. Now, let's give you the attention you've been wanting. Oh. Okay, let me hide behind something until I've got a charge. 3196, 2526. Not bad. Not bad at all. I swear they're giving it more jumps just so you have more of a chance to check that skill out, because I don't remember most things at this level. Or I don't remember most things in training doing this much jumping. So, yeah, I think they might have done that on purpose. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, this is the original Naginata downswing, so it goes towards your right foot. So, yeah, just... There are variations on these things, but yeah, this is the standard Gelgoog one. It should be pretty consistent. Okay, that was a lot of roof and not a lot of Cubile. But... Oh, rolling... Grenades? I don't have anything that can fire quickly done. There we go. Now I do. But I missed. I can't fake it out. It's just going to know. So I will explode a little. Yeah, I like this. Looks. I like I said, I want to get a copy so I can check it out in an actual round for myself. But I do have a guest round ready for this tomorrow. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2 test drive. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.